Okay, so we're moving on to our next assignment. We should be working on our full value black and white piece that we're going to eventually turn to color. I wanted to go over this one more time just so that everybody has it down. The advantage of working with value is that if you have your values correct, any color will do. So what I'm going to do is take my drawing here that I did of R2-D2 and Leia in the style of John Singer Sargent. I'm going to double click the background layer, and I am going to make it, I'll call this drawing. Give it the name so I don't mess it up. I'm going to set that to multiply. And then I'm going to make a new layer down here. I should turn off my head. Hang on. Down below here, where the new layer is. I'm just going to click that. And I'm going to apply some color to that new layer. Now, it can be anything. You really, it's up to you whether you want it to be warm or cool or a combination of the two. So if I have this baby blue color selected and I hit insert, it's baby blue. And if I wanted to, I can swap the colors, and I'll make this color kind of a brown, a warm brown. And what I can do with the gradient tool, which is this one here, looks like a gray to white square. If I drag, I can go warm to cool, and I can control how that is, how that looks. I can change it whether I want it to be a circle. I think I'm just going to keep it warm to cool. So I want this side warm and then the other side cool. Something like that, right? I can also create another layer, another gradient layer. Let's go new, and I'm just gonna make it purple just cause, like a darker purple, but I want it to come from, it's not, it's still doing the same thing. Here, I think I have to click on this now to make it purple, and then click on this to go with a darker, yeah, there we go. So I want this to be a little darker over here. Now I don't want to lose the brown that I had set up over here, so what I'll do is I'll create a layer mask and drag over here. This way. But my point is, you see how much color I've already just added to these two, just with all these little gradients. Just I've generated a lot of color into a black and white piece. And if I make another layer, I can start painting. And if I want to make it easy, I'll just go find a picture of Princess Leia, which let me go do that. Let me pull this over here, and we'll do Princess Leia. And find a picture that has a similar lighting situation that I'm looking for. There isn't too much of her. Alright, let's use this one. And I'm going to go back here and paste. I'm going to resize it and scooch it over here somewhere. I don't want it on the bottom, so I'm going to put it on top because I don't want my pencil drawing to interfere with it. So I can move in, and I can use the what do you call it? I need the brush tool. I still have to get my shortcuts all set up. Apologies. Brush tool. Dang it. Habit. I've got a lot of habits set up here. Brush tool. Alt to grab some of the color on her face. And I'm going to create a new layer. And maybe I'll just call this color. It could be called face, whatever. If I separate the colors that I do on Princess Leia, and the colors that I do on what's his name, R2-D2, then I can control whether or not I can control them independently of each other, so that I don't have to I don't mess them up, you know? Like if I need a white or something, I'll hit the Alt key, grab some white, you know, paint some lighter colors onto her, what do you call it? Shawl. And if I need to, I'm just going to go ahead and paint on R2-D2. He's going to be mostly white on the chromey parts. It might have a hue, but I can shift that hue whenever I want. And I don't know what exactly the color blue he is, so let me go look. Here's one that's outside, so copy that image, go back to Photoshop, go to the top of the stack, Control V, paste, Command T, make it smaller. This is not working. It's not letting me shrink him. Oh, I have to use my pen. So I'll get the color close over to where he's located. He's a little bit blue from the initial background, but I can copy some of the blue from this image, some of the whites. Oops. Now ordinarily I would go in really tight and get this nice and clean, but I'm just doing this for the sake of a demo, just so that you guys can clearly understand what it is I'm trying to do. You know, just fill some of this color accurately. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong layer. That's why it wasn't looking right. See how I'm on top of it? You gotta be on the right layer. So I'm just gonna delete that. Go down to the color layer beneath and do it again. I have a button that has not been programmed yet, and I keep switching over to it. Brush. So he's a little bit metallic. And now we can see my drawing beneath or above the color that I'm drawing with. So now I've got like a warmer gray, which is more accurate to the hue that I'm looking for R2, I can paint in these darker blues that are more accurate to what he is supposed to be like. And I can grab some of the lighter values on here, and I can grab the smudge tool, although I did not change that over. I gotta set up all my shortcut keys. This is killing me. Smudge. Brush. You know, it's funny when you place the color that I'm grabbing here, this white, next to the blue, it does not, it looks very warm gray. And that's not necessarily appealing. But you can see I'm just grabbing parts. That's too dark. I'm grabbing parts, just trying to fill this whole thing. I'm trying to do it fast for the sake of the demo, just so that you guys don't get bored, that you understand that I'm relying deeply on my drawing to get these colors right, you know, because if you don't, it's just not gonna look good. Trying to grab colors where I see light and dark. See, because you can grab colors from paintings of other artists that you like, or photographs that you've taken, you know, because you can't copyright colors. You can only really copyright ideas. Switch to the eraser. Clean up that. I think that should be like lighter and more yellow and more neutral. So I can start coloring her. And let me try smudging it around just so that it's not so harsh with these edges. But I think you all get the idea. Just how to grab colors and fill in your piece. It's already, the value's already taken care of here. So that's all the work I've really done just during this demo. You can also apply adjustment layers to your drawing. So let me see if I can try curves just for giggles. If I mess with the curves, you see how much lighter and darker it is to the drawing? And if I hit Alt and click on the line in between, this curve only affects the drawing itself. You know, you can decide how bright or how dark you want your drawing to be. But that gives you just a whole lot of control, you know. You just get a lot more mileage out of your piece. But yeah, so I can play with this all day. If I don't like the curve, I just go back and make it a straight line. Doing this will, you see how it makes the grays go away? And then doing this makes it darker. You can also go this way, and you can go down. You can take parts of the drawing and choose where you want to lighten or darken it. So if I click on here, see how that automatically alters the gray. But again, I have not spent that much time doing this demo. I hope that that's helpful to you. Just keep your drawing on its own layer and don't mess with it. And then you can color all the other layers in any way you want. I forgot to turn on my lights, so I'm a little bit dark. Apologize. But oh, I just noticed I'm wearing my Tatooine shirt. I didn't plan on doing this. I just needed to find something that was a black and white drawing that could just be colored very quickly. Okay, I hope that helps you. Thanks.